So Gerri flew back to the lower 48 2 weeks ago to see family and friends in Texas. After ample time with the little ones, she and my kid sister Tiffany, whom I call Unsel and still have no idea why or how I came up with that nickname, just sounds German, but they decided on a road trip from Fort Worth to Lake McQueening, which is just a few minutes north of San Antonio, to see my parents, Mutti and Fati. And while Mutti left Germany as a child and was raised by my Oma, who had a very thick German accent, you can definitely tell that the southwestern patois has taken over the accent of her Texas vernacular. I think she is just adorable. And while Fati may be my stepfather, he has certainly earned the nickname Fati, or in English, Dad, Pops. Interestingly, my mother spent her entire career in office administration, and Fati was a management executive for Exxon. I bring them up because, on a whim, they just decided to help produce a couple of videos for the Gentleman Bon Vivant. And while none of them has done anything like this before, they were really good and the camera likes them. So indeed, they were both just as cute and charming as imaginable. As for the warm weather they are enjoying versus me here in the heart of the European Union, I must admit a slight bit of jealousy. So this will be the first of 3 parts. Today's episode will cover the specifics with Gerri and what all went down, and then Mutti will give us a primer on wine glasses. She is an abject expert. The next video will be a primer on good whiskeys, good tequila, and the necessary accoutrements for living the good life, le bon vivant, from Fati. And the third will be a primer on what makes for a good home bar, what to stock, what tools to have on hand, and so forth. I cannot think of two more well-versed individuals on this subject. I hope you enjoy hearing what they have to say because, it matters in the life of a gentleman bon vivant. So, you went down to San Antonio and you went over the list of potential topics that we were going to cover, and you shared them with my parents and my sister, and y'all came up with and they basically said they wanted to assist by being part of a couple of videos, and so I thought it was great. So I was looking at the three. The way I see it here on the list, we've got one that's covering wine glasses.
Yes.
Or just drinking glasses.
Good wine.
Yeah, so it's like a wine primer, a primer on wine glasses, and then I saw one also that Mutti had done, which was like barware, like a barware primer, and then
Yes.
Fati got involved and talked about what it means to live the good life and bringing whiskey out and glasses and stuff. So I just wanted to get your take on what it was like to shoot those and to see them be part of it. Because honestly, the videos look pretty amazing. I mean, pretty good stuff. They seem like I like. Obviously, they're not Joe and Mika, but I mean, it's not your typical amateur attempt, right?
He brought out his favorite tequila and his favorite Sotol, which is made in Austin, I believe, but it's from the Sotol plant. So, two things he added to it, and that's pretty much it. He loves those things, but otherwise he doesn't really enjoy tequila. So, he likes the scotches and whiskeys, bourbons, stuff like that.
Yeah, same here, but
we had a great time. It was totally unscripted. They just winged it, and I thought it was a lot of fun. And I was glad. I thought it was really neat that they wanted to participate.
Oh, no question.
When we went to San Antonio, your sister was participating. We screwed up a few things with the microphone, but hopefully you'll be able to get something from that because we had a great time, and she was really enjoying it also.
I see. Okay. Well, that is really still very cool. Um, now, I saw some pictures too. Y'all went to the Hotel Emma, and
Yes.
I saw some cocktails that you had at Mon Chouchou. I'll see if I
Yes.
can find some pictures that I think I might have taken down there. I had the best steak tartare at Mon Chouchou last time I was down there. Gosh, 6 months ago or something like that. I don't know when we were there. It was December, so a while back. But it was the best steak tartare I ever had in the States. So,
I tried Tiffany's. I think it was the ahi tuna tartare.
mhm.
I did have a bite of that. So it was very nicely flavored with a nice texture. Of course, it was surrounded by two chips, but
Well, they make a
looking
great.
back, yeah, I was surprised actually. So,
Well,
yeah, I think I just had like one of the margaritas from Bon Chouchou, and then while we were at Hotel Emma, I just had the creme de cassis with prosecco, and then we went to a place in Green called Last Call of Green. I think that's the name of it. And I had the creme de cassis there also. Tiffany had a really cool drink that if you didn't have the picture, your mother posted a picture on Facebook, and they had a called a bubble, no, a flavor infuser. Well, it blows up this big bubble that sits on top of the glass, and it was so cool. Then when you pop the bubble, smoke comes out.
so I think it was really cool to see all of that come together. I was so tickled to see them just take part of this thing. And so anyway, I'm going to try to put all this together, and I'll be seeing you in a couple of weeks, I suppose. Listen, I love you, and I miss you.
I
So
love.
do you want to remind people while I've got you here, just in total, of what our motto is? You want to close with our motto?
You may want to do the first half since I always do the second half, and well, you know me.
Got it.
So I
So,
make the first not a priority to remember.
well, there were many, many times in life where I had no money, where we had no money,
We have never been poor.
not once. So, all right, sweetheart, I love you, and enjoy your day, enjoy your mom, enjoy the family, and I will talk with you later before bedtime.
All right, I love you, baby.
All right. Schönen Tag noch. Tschüss.
Choose.
Tschüss.
Hi there, I'm Hope, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my favorite wines and also about the glasses that kind of enhance the wines. As you can see here, I've just put out basically 4 different types of wines. There's so many different grapes. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit, like I said, about the wine itself and then about the glass that will enhance that flavor of the wine. Right now we're going to start with a white wine. My favorite white is the Rombauer Chardonnay. It's absolutely fabulous. Extremely affordable, very elegant. The best type of wine glass to use for a white wine is going to be a stemmed glass, but it's going to have a small bulb. And of course the stem is to keep so that you don't heat the wine up. And the small ball of it is going to be so that it stays cool longer. So if you have a Chardonnay or a Chenin Blanc or Viognier, any of the cool white wines that you keep at a lower temperature, you definitely want to get a small bulbed glass with a stem and enjoy your white wine. It'll stay cooler, and yeah, you can just keep refilling it. For a rosé, which is kind of a pink wine, it also uses a stemmed glass, again, because it's a chilled wine. You're going to have a smaller bulb because, again, to keep it cooler. You can do round, whatever shape, it really doesn't matter. Just be sure it's a smaller bulb so that the wine will stay cooler. And rosés are excellent wines to drink in the spring and summertime. They're made from different rosés are made from different grapes. Obviously, you could, gosh, cab grapes. I mean, there's just numerous. You'd have to do a little research on the different ones, but rosés are great for spring, summertime drinks where you can sit out on your patio and enjoy them. Very refreshing. Then you've got your red wines. And needless to say, there's so many reds. On a red wine, you can use a stemmed glass, or you can get the little small stemless. When you have your red wine glass, you can definitely hold the bulb, because that kind of keeps the temperature of the wine a little bit warmer, which is what you want. You don't really want to drink a chilled red wine. The flavor is not there. The red wine glasses also have a bigger bulb, and that is for the fragrance that you get, the nose that you get on the wine. You can lift it. You can really smell the aromas of that particular red wine. Combest is one of my favorite cabs. When the new bottle comes out, put a note on it, stick it in the wine cooler, hang on to it for 5 years. Turns out to be a great wine. But again, use a bigger glass with a bigger bulb, and again, that enhances the aroma of the wine. For those that really, for desserts, say they don't want a creme brulee, can't imagine that, but some people don't. But if you don't, or you don't want a cake or anything for dessert, you can always go with a fortified wine, which is a port. And port wines, there goes the dinner bell. Port wines usually come in smaller bottles. You can have a small glass, usually stemmed. Again, you can hold it to keep it kind of warm, body temperature. But it's a smaller, very small glass. And again, it's used for dessert. So you don't want to drink a whole bottle of fortified wine. So put it in a smaller glass. And it's kind of an elegant little dessert to have. So that's kind of my take on the different glasses that you should use for wines. That again, there is a science behind the different shapes of glasses and the usage. So get you a great bottle of wine and get you a wonderful glass to go with it, and really go out and enjoy that glass of wine.